Some time ago, Reverend Jeff Lambert received his first dulcimer as a gift. Since then, he's been building them and teaching a whole new generation of dulcimer players. According to Jeff, if you can count to 7 and pat your foot, you can learn to play the dulcimer.
A master dulcimer player and builder in Georgia, Robert Mize, he said one time in an interview that there are 2 musical instruments native to America. One is the banjo and the other is the dulcimer, which seems to have its roots in southern West Virginia, eastern Kentucky, western Virginia, and in the Ozarks. In 2002, the dulcimer was made the official state instrument of the Commonwealth of Kentucky. Dulcimers are not a bluegrass instrument, not a country instrument, it is a folk instrument. And the word dulcimer means sweet music, not loud music, but sweet music. So if you want a dulcimer to be loud, you have to put several together and let them play together. But a dulcimer is a sweet instrument. I was wanting to play dulcimer, and my wife bought me one for Christmas, but it was a kind of rinky-dink kind of a dulcimer, and I wanted a fine instrument. So to save on money, I just made me one. And it was, it looked good, sounded good, and then somebody said, how about making me one? And then, how about making me one? And before long, I was just making them, one right after another. I'm a 3rd generation woodworker, so working with wood is just, it's wonderful. I like working with wood. It's, it's pleasing. You see what you're doing as the process goes along. How the instrument sounds is always exciting because everyone has its own unique voice and own unique sound. But the most pleasant thing of all is when you put one in somebody's lap or lay it on the table and they say something like this, oh, I can't play music, can't play a musical instrument. And with just a little bit of encouragement, they are playing the dulcimer. The look on their face it's a look of surprise and awe. And they'll say, hey, that really sounded like a song. And so that's probably the most satisfying thing. What makes Jenny Wiley dulcimers unique and different from most folks is, one, the way that we gather the wood. I can tell you the history or the story behind the wood. Now that's one of the things that makes a Jenny Wiley dulcimer unique and special. And the other is that it's a one-man operation. I do everything. It's if somebody buys one of my instruments, they know. I've cut the fretboard, I've cut the peg head, I've milled the wood, I've done everything. I've clamped, I've glued, everything has been done by me. So actually they're getting just a little piece of me when they have a Jenny Wiley dulcimer. I've sold them worldwide. I know places like, off the top of my head, places like Australia, Great Britain, Canada. I suppose practically every state in the Union. They play them, folks tell me they play them in their church, they play them, in their backyard, they play them at Thanksgiving family gathering, So I've sold them lots of different places to lots of different folks for lots of different reasons. Well, learning to play the dulcimer is one of the easiest things. Somebody said if you can count to 7, you can learn to play the dulcimer. Because the hardest part about playing the dulcimer is holding the pick in your right hand, if you're right-handed, of course, and strumming all 4 strings. If you can do that and count to 7, you can play the dulcimer. If in each one of these has a number. For example, this mark is on 3, this mark is on 5, this marker is on 7. So it goes 0, which is nothing at all, 1, 2, 3, and don't get ahead of me, 4, 5, 6. Here's the only chink in the armor. This is 6.5. This is 7. And you'd go, 3, 5, 5, 4, 3, 1, 0. And you'd be a dulcimer player. Alrighty, well, we have a finished dulcimer here. This particular dulcimer has beautiful heart sound holes with morning glories, walnut fretboard, and it is the rest of it is cherry. It's a whole lot like the one we was working on. This one has been finished. It's got the tuners. It has the strings and the bridge, and everything's already been fixed up. Matter of fact, I think this dulcimer sounds so good, if y'all don't mind, I'll just play you a tune. My day job, or full-time job, is I'm a United Methodist pastor and have been a United Methodist pastor for almost 30 years. And can use the dulcimer to involve more and more people in the life of the church and in the community. It's more than just making dulcimers to try to make money. It is make dulcimers to speak to the hearts of folks and in the community.